Two girls, no farms. Two girls, no farms. Hi everybody, this is Two Girls.
No fucks.
And today is...
Dear Diary Part 3.
Bam.
Part 3.
Love these diary readings, reconnecting with myself.
Mm-hmm. If you haven't watched Part 1 and 2, you should, because we're doing this in chronological order now.
Yeah, you don't want to find out now that I was a whore.
You gotta
without
get
knowing
into it.
Prior to now
Yeah,
that I
you
was
need
a whore.
you need our backstory. I'm gonna go first this time because I do always ask you to go first, but I'm feeling confident today.
I love it. And I see a drawing too, which is nice.
There's an illustration. You can't see it from there, but it's me in a house coat, which I wrote house coat.
Yeah.
Throwing clothes, it looks like in or out of my dresser drawer. So let's read.
Are you having a Marie Kondo moment?
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
May 11th, 1995. So I was in grade 5, like 10 years old. I'm really in a hurry. It's 7:15 and I'm searching for something to wear. Today in the cross-country run and it's pouring rain, but I still have to wear shorts. Okay, this was not a good.
Wait, you did cross country?
Bye! So this is, I was looking for clothes is what that picture is a drawing of. I was in cross-country all the way through to high school.
Me too! Hey!
Yeah, it wasn't the coolest sport, but I liked it. I liked the independence of it all. Like, I liked just being in, like, solo. Because
Yeah.
you kind of are part of a team, but when you're doing the race, you're kind of by yourself.
Yeah, and was it rocky terrain at times?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
yeah, so tell me about the shadiest, because I have a shady moment. Tell me about the shadiest terrain moment for you.
We did a run, like, because we did go to different schools and stuff, and we did a run at a place I'd never been before, and the professional, like, good athletes would go early and walk the whole thing.
Yeah.
But we didn't do that. I have food on my face.
Broccoli. It's got...
And so basically I felt it was treacherous because I felt like I was getting lost. I wasn't sure because there wasn't people in front or behind me, but it was fine. I was fine. But that was like the most treacherous is just like not being familiar with the path and just not knowing if you're going
Which is
the
a
right
big
way.
deal when you're cross-country running because you like to know what the fuck's up.
Yeah, and you don't want to waste time going the wrong way and all that, but that's about it.
My rockiest terrain was we had a run, it was raining, and there was this moment where the road kind of went down and then there was a like stream or brook or whatever, and there was like a plank of wood.
Oh, wow.
But like so many runners, so now it's like everybody is funneling into, and people were falling into the, it was just weird.
That's
but
intense.
Also, yeah,
I would have been like trying to jump over the ravine.
There you go.
People get really competitive. I mean, one time we did run this one that was like an equestrian like field with like horse jumps and stuff, and it was really, really muddy.
Yeah.
And also one time one of my cross-country teammates passed out running.
I passed out running.
So that's a thing.
And then I got back up and I kept running.
Good for you.
Fuck yeah, right? Like, I didn't win or
Rocky
anything
over
because I
here.
was sleeping.
Okay. That's it.
Do another one.
Okay, May 14th, a few days later. Today is Mother's Day, and we made breakfast in bed for Mom. We're throwing her a surprise party for her downstairs, too. What does this say? Well, we are busy. When I stop doing my cursive writing, I tell you, it's harder
It's downhill.
Yeah. And it says, well, see you later, bye-bye. P.S. My cousin Rachel has a birthday today. She's 4, I think, and we had a barbecue. Awesome!
Oh, I love that.
I spell awesome.
Awesome. Oh my God.
with a U.
AUSOME.
Yeah.
Awesome. Actually, I would like to propose that we all start writing awesome that way. Shall I go?
Yes, please.
Okay. Don't know what I'm getting myself into. May 5th, 1990. Don't know how old I was. I feel terrible. My mother won't even let me choose my own friends.
Well, I think if you watch the other Dear Diaries, she's got good reason. I don't know if you've had the best choices in friends.
Yeah. I was a bit of a sucker. Is that like the foreign kid, you know, the Lebanese kid in a sea of white, where I'm just like, just try and fit in, try and fit in, try and fit in, try and
frenemies,
fit in.
my friend.
Yeah.
So Mom's looking out for you.
Mom's looking out. Thanks, Mom. Shout out. She hates Karine and she won't let me go anywhere with her anymore. Same person. I love you, Karine. I can't go to the movies and I can't go to the pool too. Tonight, Karine called me. She asked me if I could go to the movies with her. I asked my mother, can I go to the movies with Lisanne? As if Lisanne was on the phone, so she would let me go. She says, is that really Lisanne on the telephone? Then I told her the truth. because I knew that she would pick up the phone and check. Then she said, I can't go, so I told Karine and I hung up. After I did some thinking in the living room, very important, I wrote that, I went to my mother and I said, I'll make a deal with you. You let me go with Karine to places and I'll never tell you all the things she does to me again. Because she had done some very bad things to me before.
So you're just going to keep the abuse silent.
Yeah. And that's why my mom was mad at her. My mother said, okay, but you can't go tonight because you lied. Boy, it's really not fair.
I mean, there's so much to pull away from that.
Good time.
Karine, she keeps showing up.
Troublemaker she was, and so was I. I mean, I can say...
She's making you lie to your mother, you know, and now she's going to make you not tell if she does mean things to you.
I mean...
What superpower?
I was hooked. It was perhaps my first lesbian trance.
Do anything for that girl.
I'll do anything for you.
Just don't keep me from her. All right. Okay, I'm going to do 2 per thing because mine are very short. May 15th, 1995. I have nothing to say. It's 7:28 a.m. and I have to get ready for school. See you later. Hi, I'm back.
Just kidding.
I went to Jessica Barton's house. She is now my best friend.
Yes.
I also had a shower. It's boiling outside.
The
Just
details.
The random facts.
The details that go into these diaries when we're young.
Okay, I'm now skipped to July from May to July, so my consistency is like going down.
Flailing.
Summertime though, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, July. Sorry I haven't written for a while. Anyway, we have a swimming pool, and my best friend Jessica swam in it 2 times, and my friend Carissa is coming to swim in it today. It is very hot out, and I'm glad we have a pool.
Shout out Jessica for... You became best friends in May. In July, still going strong. Yeah. That's a lot when you're young.
I'm going to my Aunt Pam's and soon Uncle Jim's wedding on August 5th. Cute. And guess what? Uncle Jim's sister Kathy lives next door to us, so we'll be related in a way. Hashtag Chilliwack.
Did you say hashtag?
No, I'm saying
I
know.
It's like, you knew about hashtags?
No, I'm just saying like that. Somehow I'm now related to my next door neighbor. And
I love that. Yeah, small town vibes. Okay, May 8th, 1990. So that's 3 days after life was hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight was the science fair. Before we left, Jason called me. He asked me to go on a date with him. To Karine's party. So I said okay. I went to the science fair. Karine had brought Eve and Jason. I also saw Daniel rock. He changed a lot. After my mother had looked at the projects, she went home. I stayed to watch the play put on by Secondary 4 and 5. It was boring. It was about Marie Antoinette. I got into a fight with Lisanne 2 times tonight because I kept on going to play with Karine, Eve, and Jason. But now we're a little bit friends again. Anyway, she had to drive me home. Her parents, I mean. When I got home, I had to go to bed. Good night. Wow.
Science fair. That's very, I feel like 90s.
Oh, I loved the science fair. I once put together an eyeball made out of papier-mâché, and with, inside, it showed, how our eyes actually inverse images and stuff. Wow. I did not win. But I loved a good science fair. Did you? We
had a couple. I never had a project. I know, people did, the volcanoes and things, cool stuff, but I never...
You didn't have
to? Actually, I think I did submit something, but I can't tell you what I did.
Yeah, we had to.
Yeah.
Had to.
Yeah, I don't remember. Science wasn't my favorite subject.
No. What was your favorite subject?
Art and PE.
Physical education.
Anywho, Friday, August 11th. I have a major crush on Kyle Chappell. I really like him. I'll just throw out the names now.
That's right.
I'm at Carissa's house, and I've got my first list of many to come of the order of people that I'm friends with and like. So number 1 on my list is my best friend is Carissa.
Ooh!
Wouldn't have anything to do with that I'm at her house at this point.
Wait a minute. Who got bumped? What was the other girl that got bumped down?
Jessica.
Oh, she's so far down the road.
See, but I had number 2, best friend, Jessica, and I crossed it out and I put Robin, so I changed
Ooh,
this.
Jessica, you fucked up, Jessica. You did something wrong.
My 3rd best friend was Robin, and I had Jen. 4th, Laura. 5th, Human. Nina. And I crossed it out and I put snob puke face.
Wow.
But then I put Jessica and Nina again at the bottom.
What a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is, I know what happened here.
What happened?
So, as you saw in my earlier entries, I was newly best friends with Jessica Barton.
Yeah.
And then
May to July, to be honest.
Yeah, and now we're into August, and at the end of the summer, Jessica and my other best friend, Nina, who we've discussed, became best friends. And then I felt excluded because I was the best friends of both of them first, and then they became best friends and kind of started leaving me out.
That's fucking rude.
So I continue on in my next entry here, November. So I've gone a few months now into the fall. I still like Kyle and kind of like, I wanted to put Nick, but I wrote Nike. Paul, Eric, and well, that's all. Also, as you can see, Jess and Nina are beeps. But we're being civilized about our quarrel and ignoring each other.
You wrote quarrel. Oh, you misspelled it for sure, but still.
And ignoring.
So beeps is they're beeps. Does that mean bitches?
Just a swear word that I didn't swear for quite some time.
I love this. You're getting feisty in
Things
this section.
Things are getting feisty and interesting.
Things are getting feisty. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I had an entry on Friday, May 11th, 1990 that is crossed out now. Well, Catherine now goes out with Jacob. That's where I ended it. So I guess I just, decided I'm not going to. No, I can't even. That was my version of that. May 13th, 1990. Today was Mother's Day, so we went to the restaurant. Grand-Mère Inn. I remember that restaurant. It was terrible. First, I'll have to tell you that Fanny is wearing crutches. That's my cousin. So we get to the restaurant, we order. Well, Kevin goes first. He has to go ask Mom something, and she's at the other end of the table. So the lady comes to me, and I order. Then she goes over to Fanny, and Fanny orders shrimp. But when Fanny finds out that there's tomato juice in the shrimp, she changes her mind. The lady gets tired of waiting, so she asks Patsy, my other cousin, what she wants, and Patsy hasn't made up her mind yet. The lady makes a big, rude sigh and said, I'll come back when you make up your minds. Then Fanny goes somewhere, and when she comes back, there's a waiter, so she moves over to let him pass. Then a lady yells at Fanny and tells her to move because she said Fanny was embarrassing her with her crutches. So Fanny goes back to our table. Get this. Later on, Fanny was looking at the lady and fixing her. In French, when we fix somebody, we're staring at them. The lady said, what's your problem? Oh my God. This is very we were so young. What a fucking rude. She didn't answer. She just went back to our table. After I went outside with Charlie and Tommy, my two cousins. When I came back in, Patsy said that the lady had said that Patsy was rude, impolite, and not very well raised. Just because Patsy was swinging her feet, not on purpose, and the lady had said that Patsy was hitting the coat. Fanny was angry because the lady had told her that older girls like her should know how to behave in a restaurant. Fanny said, what did I do to you? The lady told her that she was impolite too. Fanny just said, drink your wine. And she walked away. Who was drinking wine? The lady?
This lady.
Doesn't she work there? Why is she drinking?
I think it's just like a lady at another table.
Oh.
She's got a problem with you guys.
I'm going to find you.
Jeez.
Fanny said, drink your wine. And she walked away. But Fanny was now crying because she doesn't like being accused of something that she didn't do. So I went over to the lady and I said, you're not even polite.
You're not even polite.
Wow, I stuck it to her. Like, you're not even polite.
Wow.
That was the end of... That was
a confrontational dinner out. Yikes.
This whole time I thought the lady worked there.
No, there was the waitress and then there was the lady that I think was just sitting near you guys that Fanny got in her way and then someone else was kicking her coat. She was just getting annoyed by you guys.
Lady spelled Ladie the whole time too. Lady. Laddie. Laddie-daddy.
Laddie. Alright, my last entries for today. Wednesday, November 29th, 1995. I like Kyle a lot. I like Paul. I like Nick a bit more. I like Kyle a lot. I like Paul. I like Nick a bit more. I like Kyle a lot. As you can see, I like Kyle. It's 7:15 a.m. and I'm going to get dressed. See ya!
Oh, I love that!
This is like the phase of life where you start having crushes, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like 10 years old.
Yeah.
The same day. Double entry, guys. I'm at school and everyone, boys, want to read my diary. I brought my diary to school and I'm writing in it at school. Attention whore. My best friend is Jennifer Harada and Melissa Speeds. So I've got
These are some new characters in the plot here.
I'm in a group and Sherry's in it. Yuck. Mean.
Mean girl. Yuck.
Yuck.
What, you're in a group, like a friend group?
Just
or a
like,
music?
no, like a group of, like, I think we sat in groups.
Okay.
Like groups of 4.
Got it.
At our desks. By the way, I'm in grade 5 and I like Kyle a whole bunch.
Oh, a whole bunch. I love that. I love when you get to that age where you're just like, I like Kyle. I have a guy named Jig that I go on about at some point. It's like every entry's like Jig, 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 Jig.
He was definitely my first crush of my entire life. I remember him like it was yesterday. Kyle Chappell. I think we're Facebook friends still.
Oh, nice.
He moved away like a year and a half later, but we'll get into that. You'll see.
Yeah, probably Heartbreak City over here.
Yeah.
Tears. Okay. One more here. Last one for today.
Yeah.
Don't cry. Don't fret. Hi, diary. Long time no talk. That's because I've been pretty busy lately. I went to the hospital yesterday. It's because my leg hurted.
I know.
My leg hurted, and I couldn't unbend it. It makes 1.5 that my leg hurts. I'm probably assuming years. I think I remember what that was. It was the cartilage in my knee that was torn.
No.
But it kept coming and going. The reason I didn't go since 1.5 years is because my mother thought it was growing pains. We arrived at 7 a.m. and they called us at 10 a.m. That's how, in Quebec, when you go to the hospital, you fucking pack a bag.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
You go to the emergency room, like for anything, you're there for hours.
Here too, it's so much better here. The first time I went to the hospital here, I packed some DVDs, like back when DVDs were cool. I had a laptop.
It might be better here in like the city, because this is like a big city.
Yeah.
But in Chilliwack,
you go for hours.
Like Shawinigan, probably same.
Yeah.
My mom, one kid would be hurt, and we'd have to all go, and we'd have to sit in the waiting room for hours.
Yeah. Same. We arrived at 7 a.m. and they called us at 10 a.m. Then he told me to go get my x-rays taken. So I went to wait, and then he gave us the pictures. We put them in a box, and we went to wait again. They called me and told me that it might be because the cartilage in my knee is ripped. So he told me to come back the next day to go get a bandage put on me and to go get some crutches. So we went to get a bandage put on my leg. It was thick. Underlined exclamation marks.
It was thick.
It was thick, like my thighs. Whoa. The next day, we went to get some crutches, and then we went to the hospital at 2. The doctor told me that it was because when I bend my knee, the cartilage moved in the wrong place, and some liquid formed in my knee.
Ew.
He told me that the cartilage in my knee was ripped, and then gave me 2 exercises I had to do. He also gave me a list of sports I can and can't do. He also said that I was going to have this pain until I get older. So now I have to cope with my knee. Good night, diary.
And the letters get very large and upset towards the end there. So now I have to cope with my knee. Good night, diary.
Wow.
Such a young age to already be informed of the trials and tribulations of like your body and the fact that now you're going to have to deal with physical chronic knee pain for the rest of your life.
I love that you used the word
took
cope.
It pretty well. I have to cope with my knee.
What's the word that you used that I liked? It was
quarrel.
Quarrel.
We're being civilized about our quarrel. I was in grade 5. I mean,
yeah. That's it for us.
Thank you so much for listening. And please, if you have a diary, a childhood diary, video yourself reading some of it. Read an entry and send it to us.
Yes, please.
At our email or tag us on Instagram, and we will review it here and share it with the world because I think it's super fun.
Oh, yeah.
And that's it.
And if you've got kids, get them a fucking diary.
Yeah.
This is they'll be on YouTube one day reading their diaries.
It's an amazing, obviously, way of expressing your feelings.